We're just having a little impromptu pit stop. Looks like the brakes have gone, but they may be fixed.
Get off the camera and get underneath the bus and get it fixed, please.
So we're nearly out of town.
Before we left home, we booked in 2 nights into Phnom Penh, and then we extended it by 2 nights. And when we came down on the 3rd morning, they basically said there was no bed for the 4th night. So we tried to put our case forward, but we weren't being heard. So to cut a long story short, we decided to get a bus. And we got the bus, which was a 3.5-hour journey, but it broke down after about 10 miles. And we ended up with, I think, 6 hours altogether. And we came to Kampot. It's famous for pepper, and we're here now.
This is our chosen breakfast spot for this morning. It's like right next to the main roundabout in town, and we're having vegetable fried rice with a lovely egg on top of it. Loads of different condiments with it, chilies and all sorts of stuff, vinegars, Kampot pepper. It's nice, isn't it? Eggs are lovely, aren't they? It's a big spot with the normal television.
I'm taking Peter on a guided tour of Kampot. Now, it's a small town. It's got a French colonial influence, and I've got 4 or 5 points of interest. One of which is this bridge that's called the Friendship Bridge, and it says in book. It's very interesting because it's been maintained in various styles. Well, you kind of think patchwork quilt. So we went at first point of interest, and it was so disgustingly run down we didn't even take a picture of it, which was the old cinema. So we're continuing. We did find a nice restaurant, so it's getting us into streets we might not normally walk on. That place there is where we ate last night. It's a fairly shabby town. There's sort of a lot of expats living here. You can rent a property for $100 a month. It's about £15 a week. And a lot of expats in bar last night, completely pissed up, effing and jeffing like no tomorrow. Just walking along riverfront, lots and lots of places to eat. We've got the posher end of town now. This is the old governor's building, and there's a museum here, which we're not actually going to go into because we're just going to walk around. We've booked a tour for 4 o'clock, so we don't want to waste time indoors. There's a sign over there that says, "Public awareness of tourism and environment is our moral obligation." The building all over, they're obviously going to make this into a resort. At the moment, you know, it's like happy backpackers, but they've built this big pond, lotus pond. Not too many flowers at the moment, but you can see potential there. Me and Peter are taking an educated guess, because it's not on our map this, that this is a Hindu equivalent of the 3 wise monkeys. Now that obviously will be wrong, but that's what we're saying. And we reckon in a couple of years' time, we're paying 10 quid for a room with aircon and a bathroom, and in a few years' time this place is going to get popular. So all this is freshly painted just for us. And you've got another of these little islands in the centre. And the tour continues now. The next thing on the tour, do you know what it is, Peter?
Prison.
Prison.
We're just setting off on our firefly trip. We've got the fishermen all out at the moment. nice little resorts on this side. A hell of a bar. Right, we've just finished our little boat ride, and we've just come into a restaurant and we've ordered some food, and Janice has got her prawns cooked in Kampot green pepper with rice, and I've got amok fish, and they were what we saw on one of Rick Stein's videos, weren't they?
Yeah, that's why we came here, isn't it?
So yeah, that's the whole point of being here. So let's...
I want to see if a peppercorn tastes like. Very expensive, these peppercorns.
Are they?
Well, peppercorns are hot, aren't they? Right, this is our little toy for the day. £3.50, and it cost us about £1.50 for petrol to fill it up. So we've both got funny little helmets, and we're off for the day to the Bokkor Highland Resort. So we're going to be going up a big hill. Hopefully we'll get to a fish farm, a pepper plantation and the salt plains.
I was quite lucky that I could swap my helmet once we got the bike, because my helmet smelt of fish. So I don't know what somebody been carrying in it, but this one doesn't smell of fish.
So we're halfway up the hill. We've got a Buddha. And some derelict buildings that we'll talk about later. We're chasing the cloud now. We're nearly at the top, and this is a brand new resort with a casino that were built, well, it's been finished in the last year, because Lonely Planet last year it wasn't finished and now it is. We're heading up to the top, to the ruins. We're inside the casino now, and this is actually the children's area. So the children have got games to play while the parents are upstairs. And this is like seating for like, I don't know, 3, 6, 9, 11 kids. There's bars, there's restaurants, there's a shop, there's even a supermarket inside the casino. We haven't filmed upstairs because the gambling, so I didn't think it'd be right to do that.
There's the lounge bar. And you've got the Wave nightclub over there, which is supposed to be one of the biggest ones in Cambodia. And a big entrance bit there.
We've hired a little scooter for the day and come up to a hill station where in the 1920s the French built a casino, a church, a royal palace, and they all used to come up here to escape the heat. And then they had to abandon it during war in the 70s, but further down the hill they've built a brand new casino, which is a crazy place, which we'll show you later.
So we've got up to the top of the hill now, and this is the old Bokkor Hotel. Some bloody spot, and it really don't look in that bad condition. It's just like there's no windows or anything in it, and you know, all the floors are in, people are wandering around it, and they're quite clean and sort of tidy. You could, if you get a lick of paint and put some windows in it, it'd be sorted.
So why are they building a new one then?
I've no idea, because they're mental. Right, we're actually inside the hotel, and You know, it's not derelict by British standards. I mean, if you got some proper flooring put down, you could just use it. You know, walls aren't cracked. Look at that for a fireplace.
You know a strange thing?
What?
It's a ping pong table.
Is there? That's what I like to see. Yeah, fully working ping pong table outside. Yeah. Very strange. I mean, it's like could use this as a massive, really posh dining room.
Art Deco style, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fireplace.
Yeah, it's lovely. Isn't it? Outside at the back. And here's quite a spectacular building. I'm going to have a wander over here, see if the view's showing itself.
That rock were exposed before.
See down into the jungle. Oh, it's coming out. Massive drop down here. You can see a little bit into the distance there now.
Because it's a ruined building, there's obviously no signs. So I've ended up in one wing of the building. I'm not sure how you get to front. There's a good view that way when mist clears. That's the road that we came up. And the church in the centre we haven't been to yet. And the bright yellow is the new casino. So I don't know if you can see Peter in the centre of the picture there, and the bikes in the background. And down there's a couple more. Well, they're not that derelict, but... So in the 1920s, the French built this church. And like I say, they had to abandon it in the 70s because of the war. And apparently inside you can still see some parts of the stained glass. Peter's just taking a picture of a butterfly on the wall. I didn't imagine that it actually looked like a church inside. They've obviously done some work on it. So we've come on a bit of an adventure on a scooter. We've had a really nice lunch, and we've got braver now, so we're going on roads like this. Because obviously they've got our passport for the bike, so we don't want to smash it up. And we've come out. Kampot is famous for two things, which is pepper and salt. So these are the salt pans.
Big bang rate, a tyre blowing out on a truck just down the road there.
Were it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be some interesting riding, but that's what we like doing.
Just parked up over there. We've had a look in. That's actually a salt barn, and this is where they make the salt. They flood these fields and then they brush out all the salt like big squeegees and just let it dry out. Found a little bloke in here.
So we've set off, and there's a truck in front of us that's had a burst tyre. Peter heard it bang. So they're having to change bloody tyre or fix it. God almighty.
Yeah, they're undoing wheel nuts using a massive bar.
It's a bumpy road.
Just a bit, innit?
Yeah. Really, really skinny cows. and lots of water buffaloes, rice fields. Obviously a mosque. Like we were just saying, imagine what it's like after rainy season.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, it'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
You'll better get through, I don't think. Great houses on stilts, so they always have some shade. Nearly all use hammocks as well. Back on a proper road now.
But not for long. That bloke with Jaguar come past. I always find it a bit worrying when you can see through the bridge where it's rusted through.
We've come down another rocky road now. We're going to try and find a fish farm, fish sauce factory that we saw on television with Rick Stein. You're going left, yeah?
Strangely enough, I can smell fish.
So we're sort of a bit of a guessing game.
Oh,
but
bridge.
yeah, bridge just at left.
Yeah.
Peter drives, I navigate. There we go. Houses outside with all stilts. Like you've got to take an immediate right when you come off the bridge.
You okay?
So we've found the fish sauce factory, but we've yet to convince them to let us into where Rick Stein went, which was where they actually had the sauce in great big wooden boxes. That's the bottling place. This isn't the exact one Rick Stein came to because the barrels he went to were square, but this is inside the factory. Yeah, maybe you can climb up like a beer barrel.
This is the inside of one of them. It don't look good. Apparently there's 5 tons in each one of these. So.
On the way to the fish sauce factory, we came upon this temple complex purely by chance. We've not read anything about it in the book. It's big, and it's right on Riverside, and there's massive dragons going all the way down Riverside. It's really nice. We've got another temple there, and where Peter's going there's a great big dragon boat, and then you've got this dragon here. Goes right on. Little pagodas. You look out up at river, which is where we were floating around last night looking at the fireflies, which you can't video that because it's too dark. And that's this bridge we went over.
Quite a spectacular place to say. It's not sort of mentioned in any guides or anything like that. It's lovely and peaceful. There's not a lot of people about. We've got some well positioned magnolia trees because there's a fish sauce factory down the road, and I dare say with wind in wrong direction it could be a bit whiffy. Yeah, lovely place. Come in for some noodles. There we go. Easy as that.